Welcome to Dr. Balga's podcast for the Curious Doc. Today is February 14, 2026. This video is on a Nature Medicine review article titled The Science of Psychedelic Medicine, published online last week on 6 February 2026. What are classic psychedelics? Classic psychedelics are 5-HT2A receptor agonists, such as LSD and psilocybin, that profoundly alter brain function and consciousness. How do psychedelics act in the brain? They primarily stimulate cortical serotonin 5-HT2A receptors, leading to large-scale changes in neural signaling. What are the two core mechanistic frameworks described? Acute neural desynchronization and subacute neuroplasticity. What is neural desynchronization? It's a disruption of coordinated brain rhythms across micro, meso, and macro scales, increasing signal complexity. What is meant by increased brain entropy? It's a temporary shift towards more disordered and flexible information processing states. Which brain network is prominently affected? The default mode network, associated with self-referential processing and sense of self. How is ego dissolution explained neuroscientifically? It correlates with desynchronization within default mode network hubs. Do psychedelics alter EEG activity? Yes, they reduce alpha power and disrupt synchronized cortical oscillations. What triggers post-acute plasticity? Pharmacologically induced network perturbation that activates homeostatic plasticity mechanisms. How long can synaptogenesis persist after dosing? Preclinical studies suggest synaptic growth can persist for weeks. What molecular pathway is central to neuroplasticity? BDNF dependent activation of TrkB receptors, leading to dendritic spine growth. How do psychedelics compare with SSRIs? Unlike SSRIs, psychedelics induce rapid neurotrophic cascades within hours. How do psychedelics compare with ketamine? Both rapidly stimulate neuroplastic pathways linked to antidepressant effects. Can neuroplasticity be measured in humans? Emerging PET imaging, EEG, fMRI, and peripheral biomarkers are under investigation. What is the plasticity window? It's a transient period after dosing during which behavioral and psychological flexibility is heightened. Why is integration therapy important? Psychological insight and meaning making during integration predict sustained benefit. What conditions show strongest evidence? Major depressive disorder and treatment-resistant depression. What other indications are under study? Anxiety disorders, addiction, PTSD, chronic pain, and existential distress. What's known about addiction treatment? Psilocybin has reduced alcohol consumption and shown promise for smoking cessation. What's the status of MDMA for PTSD? Phase 3 trials have showed large effects, but regulatory approval remains unresolved. What are expectancy and unblinding concerns? Participants often incorrectly guess treatment assignment, complicating placebo control. Why does set and setting matter? Environment and therapeutic context significantly influence both brain effects and outcomes. Is psychotherapy essential? Its exact contribution remains debated, though therapeutic alliance appears important. What are non-hallucinogenic psychoplastogens? These compounds are designed to promote neuroplasticity without inducing hallucinations. Is subjective experience linked to outcome? Intensity and mystical type experiences correlate with therapeutic response in trials. What are acute psychological risks? Anxiety, discomfort, derealization, and rare increases in suicidal ideation. Are psychedelics addictive? Classic psychedelics such as psilocybin and LSD show low addiction risk. What is hallucinogen persisting perception disorder? Persistent visual disturbances following psychedelic exposure. What are the cardiovascular concerns with microdosing? Chronic 5-HT2B receptor activation may theoretically increase valvular risk. Can psychedelics precipitate psychosis? Risk may be elevated in vulnerable individuals. The population data are mixed. What scalability challenges exist? Therapy requires extensive preparation, monitored dosing, and integration support. How might scalability improve? Group-based models and digital integration support are being explored. What is the US regulatory status? Psychedelics remain Schedule 1 federally, though some states have decriminalized use. How do global regulations vary? Canada, Australia, and several European nations allow limited supervised access. What is the overarching paradigm shift? Integration of neurobiology, subjective experience, and environment in psychiatric therapy. This is an outstanding review. Go ahead and access Nature Medicine to read it. These are some eponyms. Hit pause and read at your own leisure. Podcast brought to you by masterbedfacts.com. This podcast is for physicians and healthcare providers. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and forward to your friends.